Hello there, good morning, and you're welcome. It's the morning after the big finale of the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz, and you're welcome to our exclusive interview with the finalists, Primetime, and Professor Elsie Effah Kaufmann. Well, the journey, as you know, started with more than 500 schools across the country in a quest for the ultimate. And when we got to the nationals, we started with 174 down to 3 schools for the finale, and then we have the ultimate champions for 2025. Well, the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Gulf PLC and supported by Momo, Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Jupe, Trustar AI, Adanse Travels, Rwand Air, Kivo Gari, Spin City, Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pad, Accra College of Medicine. And the broadcast of the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz on JoyNews is supported by NASCO, Vitamilk, Virtual Security Africa, Ayuda Hub, Synthes Tanks, Chobos Technologies, Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, German Ozone Medical Center, ACE Medical Insurance, Admission Checker, Achimota Retail Center, DBS Industries Limited, Palm University College, Better Malt, Dollmaster, Slum Technologies, Academic City University, and Family Health Medical School. Well, as I said, this is our exclusive interview. And first up, we are starting with the winners for the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz. Hello, guys. Good morning. First of all, let's start with an introduction. So let me start with you, Mohammed. Your full name?
My name is Mohammed Mahama Queen.
Okay. And?
Mine is Benjamin Kojubachini.
My name is Ahmed Tijani Mumuni.
Okay, all right. You're welcome once again. Now, first of all, congratulations to you once again. And how did you feel after the final bell rang and you knew that Boche had done it again? How did you feel, Tijani?
I feel very excited knowing that we've defended the trophy. So I was very excited after the final bell rang.
Okay. Now, Benjamin, what about you two? What thoughts ran through your mind at that point?
I was thinking so we actually did win it because there was a lot of hard work we did put into this stuff, and so I was just really, really glad that we were able to finally win it after all the many months of stress and hard work and dedication.
I see. Mohammed, what about you? What was your first reaction when you knew that you'd won the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz?
Well, I was very, very happy because we had put in a lot of work, and I was very glad that it had all come to fruition. So yeah, we were very happy.
Okay, all right. Now we want to let me come back to you, Benjamin. Tell us about your journey, especially coming to the finals. Any specific moments that you've had that stands out to you? Your journey so far.
Yeah, so far into the final, we didn't go through the prelims, so we just did the 1/8 up until the final, and then it wasn't as smooth as maybe the scores may make it look. So the contests were very, very difficult, especially our 1/8 contest was a lot more difficult than it looked because at some points we went leading and then a lot of emotions were running through our heads. But
was it because that was like your first national contest at that point, so you were now trying to pick it up from there?
Yes, that was a factor, and then also there was the pressure of defending champions. There was the pressure of needing to perform to the very, very highest level. And so that caused a lot of things to go in different directions. So we are just happy that everything finally worked out in the end.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Back to you, Tijani. Now, you defeated fierce competitors like Prempeh College, Adizadel. Yesterday to your competitors, so you defeated them. How did you prepare for that contest? It was a high-stakes contest. And I can't remember on social media, everyone was talking about the fact that it's like the El Clasico and all that. How do you prepare for that?
We just did our normal stuff, pray to God and ask for His guidance. And also, we all know that praying without learning won't work. So we pray to God, then we learn very hard towards the contest. So I wasn't surprised when we won the contest because we knew that God would do it for us. So it was by the grace of the Almighty God that saw us through contest.
Okay, let me come back to Mohammed. So Mohammed, I want to get your thoughts on that. The high stakes contest that everyone called the El Clasico, because it looks like you guys had like tough matches this time around. Your fierce competitors are Dizadel, Prempeh, Opokuwari, and St. Augustine's College. How did you prepare for that contest?
Okay, so we prepared very, very well because, as you said, it wasn't an easy contest. So we prepared very, very well. We revised our notes and everything, and more importantly, we were praying very, very hard.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, was there a moment in the competition that you felt uncertain? A moment from the 1/8 to the finale. Was there a moment that, you felt uncertain at a point?
Oh yeah, there were some moments where we felt like, are we still going to win this thing? Because we weren't leading in those points. I remember that, like I said, throughout in the round one of the 1/8, we weren't leading that round, and then after this, after the speed race of yesterday's contest, the final, we weren't leading as well. So there were some doubts, but we knew who we had put our trust in. So we just knew that at the end we'd come out as the winners. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, let me come back to you, Benjamin. Now, Benjamin, what strategy, especially in the final round, was it Tijani? You were in the final round, right? Or who was in the final round? You came in the fourth in the final round. What specific strategies did you guys use in the final round to use? Were there anything that you guys employed to make sure that you're winning this contest, especially knowing the gap was close with St. Augustine's? Ben, if you have an answer to you, after that you give it to Benjamin. I'm sorry, you give it to Mohammed.
Yeah, I don't think there was a specific strategy. Going into the final round with the gap being just 4 points, like we just knew we had to answer the riddles correctly so that we'd win. So that was just what we were trying to do going into it. So I don't think there was any specific strategy on trying to do that.
Okay, Mohammed, what about you? Were there any specific riddles or answers that you got correct that you were proud of at that point?
Yeah, the first riddle, the biology riddle, I was very happy we got that because at the point where we pressed, it didn't make sense for us to get it correct. But we believed in our guts and we decided to go for it. And
that was
by the grace of God, it was the right answer.
That was what you knew it, or it was a risk that you took at that point? You knew the answer.
It was a risk.
It
was a risk we had to take, and it worked out for us.
Okay.
By the grace of God.
Okay. What has this whole experience taught you, not just academically, but personally in your life journey? Let me start with you. I'll come to all of you, but let me start with you, Mohammed.
It has taught me that in life you should never ever give up. You should always strive for what you aim to achieve, and hopefully, and also be prayerful. Hopefully, if you have the determination and the zeal, God will also see you through. So you should not give up and also be very prayerful.
Okay, all right. Benjamin?
Yeah, like Mohammed said, the whole thing has taught me to be persevering through all my life events and go through like with everything that I have planned to do to the end, because giving up doesn't get you anywhere. You have to keep on pushing on, and then like you said, keep on praying to God as well, because He provides the way and the path to the success of anything that you do. So that's what I'm taking away from this.
Okay, Tijani.
Okay, so this it has taught me that we should always
Tijani, a bit louder.
we should always rely on God in times of need, and also shouldn't underestimate anyone, because everyone is equal in since God created us in His own image. Everyone is equal, so shouldn't underestimate anyone.
Okay. Now, I know young students are watching right now. I want to find out from all of you once again that how do you want younger students watching you today to be inspired by your story? Younger ones watching you today, how do you want them to be inspired by your NSMQ story?
Okay, so I want young ones to be very hardworking, and also they should always be prayerful, like pray to God in times of need, because God will help them. And also they shouldn't give up easily, they should persevere.
Okay, what about you, Benjamin? Especially you are the youngest in the group.
Yeah.
How does it feel, and how do you want the younger ones to also be inspired by your NSMQ story?
Being the youngest in the group, I think I've basically outgrown that because I've been with the boys for a very, very long time now, like 2 years, us being in the team. So the age barrier doesn't exist basically anymore. So anyone that wants to come and do this NSMQ, I tell them that, like I've been saying, they shouldn't give up on anything that they want to do, because if they put their mind to it and enough efforts, they should be able to follow through with it and then keep on praying to God, because He provides the path to everything.
Mohammed?
I would say to them that they should be very determined in whatever they are doing. In life, you should always have a goal in mind and strive to achieve that goal. When you have that in mind, it will guide your steps, and hopefully it will work out for you. If it doesn't work out for you too, it's not the end of the world. So, yeah.
I've always wanted to ask you guys this question. The moment you knew you had won, what song was playing through your mind? Did you have any song playing through your mind?
Nah, not really. I was just grateful to God that He had given us the win.
To?
I was just grateful to God that He had given us the win.
All right.
No song.
What about you, Ben? Did you have any song playing through your mind?
No at that moment. No at that time.
Tijani, what about you?
No, I was very excited, so there was nothing going through my mind.
Okay. Now, finally, now that everything is over, what's next?
Prepare for university.
Uni.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ben?
Probably uni as well. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. There's no rest for you, eh? All right, Mohammed?
Uni for me too. Yeah, so next year, hopefully, we'll get into the university and we'll continue from there.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. And these are the winners of the 2025 National Science Award. Before I let you guys go, I'll just complete this sentence. We are Mfantsipim School and
the champions of NSMQ 2025.
Look into the camera and tell us that. We are Mfantsipim School and
the champions of NSMQ 2025.
All right, guys, thank you so much. And they are the winners, as I rightly said. Let me quickly acknowledge our sponsors once again. The 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Gulf PLC and supported by Momo Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Jupe, Trustar AI, Adansa Travels, Rwand Air, Kivo Gary, Spin City, Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pad, Accra College of Medicine. And the broadcast of the 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz on JoyNews is supported by NASCO, Vitamil Virtual Security Africa, Ayuda Hub, Synthes Tanks, Chobos Technologies, Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, German Ozone Medical Center, Ace Medical Insurance, Admission Checker at Chimoto Retail Center, DBS Industries Limited, Palm University College, Beta Malt, Door Master, Slam Technologies, Academic City University, and Family Health Medicals. Well, I also have Primetime and Professor Elsie Effah Kaufmann right here with me. As you know, this competition was proudly produced by Primetime, and of course, when we got to the quarterfinal stage, we also had Professor Elsie Effah Kaufmann anchoring the boats at that point. Good morning. Now, you're welcome, Nana.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Prof. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How about you?
I'm good. You're looking very nice this morning.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't look tired.
No. You don't at all. Nana, it's good to have you here. And the journey this year, how did you see it?
Well, typical of the journey of life, ups and downs. It's been a tough year actually, but we had a miracle happening, and we were able to have the competition.
Oh, okay.
The Minister of Education came through for us, and we were able to finance this competition that we saw yesterday. And I think that it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. We have wonderful stakeholders, wonderful partners and collaborators who, once the go-ahead was given, rallied round, and in a very short space of time moved mountains to make this thing happen. And we are really proud of everybody who's put in any kind of effort into getting this program running and finishing in style yesterday, as we did.
Second year in Cape Coast, would you say your expectations have still been met? Last year we did in Cape Coast, second year in Cape Coast.
Cape Coast has been good for us, and we've taken the opportunity to do some tourism here so that the students and teachers who've come from far and wide, for many of them it's the first time they're in Cape Coast. For some of them it's the first time down south. So we've made sure that they've had the opportunity to go see some of the historical sites of Cape Coast. Cape Coast has its own charm. So we've taken advantage of that, and we've had a good competition, a good program.
Okay,
yes.
All right. Now let me also go to Prof now. Prof, another championship. Now, what has been your highlights? I know you told me that, you don't really recall, but I know there are some that will stand out for you. From the quarters to the finale.
Well, my interest this year was to get people learning science. We talked about it at the beginning. And so my highlights were the opportunities to point out the applications of some of the questions we were asking. You know, how important knowledge on these topics are because they actually reflect our lives. So those were my highlights.
I saw that you blazed on us on social media. Say that we're not learning it.
I was surprised. I need you to learn something. This is an opportunity to learn something.
I think next year, Primetime should consider the audience. You know, you should add questions for the audience so that you can also partake. Prof?
We had some trivia, but definitely we could have some questions for the students and those other supporters who come in there. I saw that the one who answered that riddle, I think it was a Butchie from old student.
Yeah.
He got up and raised his arm like this. Yeah.
All right, now back to Prof. Now, how would you describe the competition so far, especially compared to like previous years?
Contestants keep getting better. This morning I had a conversation with our chief consultant, math consultant, and he thought he had been so innovative in his questions. Well, he was happy that the students were able to answer the questions, but he was also concerned that he's getting to the end of his creativity because he keeps coming up with new ideas and they keep catching him.
Yeah.
So it gives us more work to do. To be able to come up with questions that are still engaging even after all these many years.
Because I can't remember last year after our interview, you said the math questions, you feel like they need to toughen up a bit because they were getting them correctly.
Yeah. So it's a challenge to keep innovating year after year.
Okay. Has anything about this year's contest surprised you so far?
I was impressed by the schools, the Mankraso and then Amaniampong.
Yeah.
They did very well, and I commend them for the work that they did to be able to get into the quarters.
Okay. All right. Nana, still on that same topic, the Grade C school's performance this year, I think, as Prof was saying, it's been incredible. What do you think about it?
I agree. It's been phenomenal. Every year, though, we do have a Category C school going to the quarterfinals, but we haven't had two going to the semi-final. We haven't had that. A Category B, yes, but Category C in the semi-final, we haven't had that happen before. Yeah. So to have two of them in there, it was fantastic, and we had to recognize that, and that's why we had both Mankranso and Ameniampo winning the most impressive run awards. Okay. They've been marvelous.
Sure. Now, the performance of the girls' school, I know Prof and I, we've been talking about this for a long time last year and when this year she got in. How would you rate the girls' performance, especially this year and last year? Because the semis, we saw every girls in. Most of the girls' schools were kicked out. A lot of people were tipping regional champions, Wesley girls. They got off quite early this year. How would you rate this year's performance and last year's performance, especially the girls' schools?
Well, frankly, when we talk about the girls' schools, this year was not a great year for them. It wasn't, because there have been years when we've had two girls' schools at the semi-final. For example, 2023, we had Wesley Girls and St. Louis in the semi-final. So I wouldn't say that this year was a good year for the girls' schools. I mean, they could have done much better. And Ibri Girls was the only girls' school in the quarter-final.
Yeah.
So, yes, they could have done much better. But I'm hoping that they will take a few lessons and come back bigger and stronger next year.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of for the benefits of viewers watching now, Prof made some suggestions. We want to listen to them, especially in improving the girls' participation and moving further in the competition. You made some suggestions earlier.
Well, I am a researcher at heart. After that interview, some of my colleagues contacted me, said, spoken like a researcher. I am a researcher at heart. I believe in trying to understand what the real problem is.
Yeah.
So looking at the situation over the years, what has happened, and then proposing interventions going forward. We can't just sit here every year, talk about it, and then go back, do the same things and expect a different result. Nothing like that will happen. So we need to understand the real issues at stake. And I did mention some. I haven't done any study yet, just looking at it from a distance, because I'm not in the schools, but this is what I see from a distance, that the attention that is paid to preparation is not the same. It cannot be the same. And as long as we have underrepresentation of women in the coordination teams at the schools, the attention and time that is spent on preparing is not going to be the same. That's one thing that's very obvious to me from a distance. But there may be other issues that need to be considered. My own brother, Dr. Kofi Effah, has been writing all over the place about it. He thinks it has to do with testosterone. Well, maybe we should look at that too. I don't know how valid that is, but without studying the issues at stake, I don't think we can make any strong interventions. It will just like trial and error, which I don't believe in. So let's study it and see what we can do.
Okay. All right. Still on. Okay. Sure.
I think that I've also had discussions with other people, and I think that it's mostly got to do with the psychological support for the students. In the meantime, one thing that certainly works is making sure that the students are confident and have the psychological support to be able to withstand the pressures of the competition. And so, yes, the preparation is vital, and Prof has said that there's something that's missing over there, and that's the time for it. In the boys' schools, and those that are really competitive in the competition, they select their students from Form 1. So the training is intensive from Form 1. It's not when you are done with a mock exam in Form 3 that they select the team, or not even Form 2. From Form 1, they have their eyes on some students, and they train them towards the competition. So adopting something like that would definitely be helpful, because it means that the students have fewer contact hours. The girls' schools, they have fewer contact hours than the boys do, of course. I mean, we can't expect that in a girls' school, the female students would be studying with a male teacher late into the night, like the boys do.
School.
So that's where the representation, yes, that's where it comes in. So maybe selecting selecting the team much earlier and working on them much earlier would help. And then the psychological support also, because we've come to the conclusion that it's not about the content. It's not that the students don't know, they do. But sometimes it's the confidence to be able to speak when they should. There's a game element to the competition, right? Knowing when to hold back and when to take a risk. Because in some of the rounds, for example, with the bonuses, you take the risk, you can get 1 mark to your credit, or 1 mark against you. At the speed race, there's a penalty. The true or false, there's a penalty. So sometimes it's really about being able to tell when you should take a calculated risk and when you should let it go. And it's not always easy for them to make that distinction. So that is definitely part of the issue.
Okay, all right. Back to you, Prof. I can't remember during the contest. I don't know if it was the contest. You spoke about the time that you joined NSMQ. That was in 2005. Do my calculations, it's 20 years. How has the journey been? If I knew before, I'd have asked you about that.
Actually, my first time on stage was in 2006, but you know it takes preparation before you get onto the stage. I was actually selected to be part of the team in 2005.
Oh, okay.
And then my first time appearance on the stage was in 2006. So yes, it's been a very long time, a very, very long time. I have learned a lot in that time. I hope that those who watch can tell that I have improved. That's what I try to do every aspect of my life, not just this program. I try to improve every time. Okay. And so I set myself a challenge to do better. Okay. And that's what I've been doing. It's been a good learning experience for me. And yes, I have spent a considerable amount of my life on it.
Yeah. Now let me come back to Nana. Nana, let's talk about STEM Festival. We know it's just some few days away.
Yes.
No rest for you though.
No.
Now let's talk about the relevance, the expectation, and also the date and time, and if there's the venue to where people can also troop in to be part of. So,
right.
Yeah.
So the STEM Festival has two components. There's the mentorship sessions, and then we have the SciTech Fair, which has the SciTech Innovation Challenge. Now, the mentorship sessions have to deal with people who are working and doing, trailblazers in STEM-related fields, coming and talking to us about their journey, about their life as in whatever role that they are playing, and how to get there. So it's a career counseling program, and we'll be holding it in different schools. So the notices will come out, and people can come in and just watch and listen, and it will be streamed on our social media pages as well. And then at the end of the STEM Festival, which is like about a month, so the launch is on the 11th
November.
Of November, which is on Tuesday.
Just next week.
Just next,
some few days away.
Yes, on Tuesday, and it will be at the Nat Hall.
Oh, okay.
And our first mentorship session will be during the launch.
Okay.
And then we have the SciTech Innovation Challenge and the SciTech Fair, which will be in the first week of December, and the SciTech exhibition will be on the 5th and 6th of December. With the SciTech Innovation Challenge, the students are given a theme to work on, and they will come in and build their projects for us under the glare of the lights and the cameras over a 9-hour period. So they are going to be building up their projects from scratch. We give them the materials and the tools, and they put their projects together. The idea of it is that, so this year we are looking at renewable energy. The idea is to, over a period of years, build a pool of innovators who will be looking for solutions to Ghana's unique problems.
Sure.
So that's the idea.
Okay.
And the projects that will come up at the SciTech Innovation Challenge will be exhibited at the SciTech exhibition on the 5th and the 6th of December at the University of Ghana, near the gate, the stadium.
The stadium,
yes,
yeah,
the stadium. Yes. So that's where we'll be showing all the projects that the students have come up with. This will be the 4th edition. Obuasi SHTS has won it 3 times, back to back to back. Yes.
Yeah.
And they've done wonderful things. The first year, our theme was on living with COVID-19, so they had to come up with solutions to make it safe for us to live in a COVID-19 environment. The second year, we had recycling, and they put up wonderful projects. And then last year also was on agri-tech.
Yeah.
So they came up with the Osikani device. It was supposed to, so they basically built up a truck, which would fertilize and weed and could tell the temperature and so on. They come up with very innovative projects. And I must say that this is the practical complement to the NSMQ. So we invite everybody to come and see what the students are doing. We are building a pool of young innovators who will produce, solutions to Ghana's unique problems through the STEM festival. and especially the SciTech Innovation Challenge.
Okay, all right. Let me come back to Prof before I come for your last words. Prof, I remember yesterday you took some protest sheets. Did you use it?
They refused to give me the protest sheet, so I protested their refusal to allow me to protest.
Then why didn't you give me the protest? And why?
I will mark it.
But Prof, finally, your last words to everyone watching right now.
Yes, I want to say thank you. Huge thank you to all the people that work so hard to make this happen year after year.
Yeah.
We are grateful. Thank you. Thank you for the effort. And thank you for the support that we have received. I am personally thankful for the great love that most have shown, not all.
We all love Prof.
So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Prof. Nanakia.
Yes, I'd like to end by saying thank you to everybody, but I need to say thank you especially to my sponsors.
Yeah.
So please give me a few minutes to say thank you to the Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education for this wonderful support to us and making things happen. They've been wonderful, and we thank them very much. We thank the Minister of Education. We thank the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. He was actually there yesterday to support us.
Okay,
yes,
great.
we came with his team, and we are really grateful for the support. Thank you to our partner, Girl PLC, MTN Momo. This year the prizes were very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see.
So yes. So thank you very much to Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, JuPay Money Transfer, Truster AI, Adanse Travels, Round Air, Kivo Gari, Spin City Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pads, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City University, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Imago from Hashcom, GTP, and to you, to multimedia led by JoyNews.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your partnership, for your support. You are with us every step of the way, from the regionals all the way to the national. Thank you so much. I say this every year, that when you meet the team working, you can't tell who's Primetime, you can't tell who's multimedia, because we work together so well. This synergy is fantastic. Thank you so much for all the help that you give us. And thank you to YFM. I'd also like to say thank you to the management of the University of Cape Coast. Thank you so much for the support that you've given us, the facilities, the discounts. I want to say a very big thank you to Osaberima, Dr. Kwesi Atta II, Omanhene of the Ogwa traditional area, and to his council. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. You have been really, really good to us, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much, the regional directorate. They actually worked with us, doing the negotiation processes and so on. And I would specifically want to mention Ms. Grace Isumamba Isuman. She lobbied. So on the background of NSMQ 2022, when we were in Kumasi, she came to me and said that we have to come to Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
And she made things possible by doing a lot of the legwork, taking us to meet all the people that we needed to meet to make this happen here. So I'd like to single her out and say a very big thank you to her, and to the former regional director of education here, Mr. Emmanuel Suman. He was phenomenal. He's now in Western Region, but he and Grace were very wonderful to us, helping us get everything that we needed to make this program happen last year and this year. So thank you to all of them. Thank you to the Primetime team. This is our motto. The impossible we do at once, but miracles take a little more time. So thank you very much for making even miracles happen. It wasn't just impossible things, but even miracles happen. Thank you very much to our supportive consulting team. They have a lot of faith in us and we in them. So we are able to work together even when things are not optimal. But we thank everybody, all those who stood in the gap for us and encouraged us who spoke on our behalf and mentioned our names in places where we couldn't go ourselves.
Sure.
And all of these contributions came together to make this competition happen and happen in this grand style. So thank you. Thank everybody, our fans out there. Thank everybody who's contributed to this program in any shape or form. The schools, the teachers. I can't say this without mentioning Chas.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your contribution, for prepping the students, for bringing them. Thank you to the parents for making it possible, because the students had to stay in school for a month to prepare. Thank you very much for your support. And thank you to our families. We are here in Cape Coast. Somebody has to take care of home. Yeah. So thank you to our families who take care of home, take care of our children, take care of business at home so that we can travel and do this work that we're doing here. Thank you to everybody.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. And let me also quickly acknowledge our sponsors. The 2025 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Girl PLC and supported by Momo Pepsodent, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GPay, Truster AI, Advanced Travels, Rwand Air, Kivo, Gary, Spin City, Laundromat, Coronation Insurance, Secure Sanitary Pad, Accra College of Medicine, and the broadcast of the National Science and Maths Quiz 2025 edition was also supported by NASCO, Vitamil, Virtual Security Africa, Ayuda Hub, Centers Tanks, Chobos Technologies, Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, German Ozone Medical Center, ACE Medical Insurance, Admission Checker, Achimota Retail Center, DBS Industries Limited, Palm University College, Better Malt, Dollmaster, Slam Technologies, Academic City University, and Family Health Medical School. It's been a great interaction here this morning with the winners and Primetime, Akua Mensah-Bonsu, and Professor Elsie Effah Kaufmann, right at the Superannuation Hall. I've been your host, Jacqueline and Sma Yabwa. Thank you for sticking with us.